Southwest Florida's news source. You're watching Fox 4
Track
Morning
A
News.
and a top music in.
Amongst people who do anti-racism work,
WMB.
this is not as shocking or unexpected.
We're not going nowhere.
Back and
We're
both.
still here.
Kill 'em.
Outrage over
WMB.
Charlottesville growing across the country. What you need to know about the
WMB.
rally against violence happening tonight in our area.
And B's
A
up.
deadly Port Charlotte
Stand by
crash
one, stand by two,
investigation
shot on
is
one.
open. The new evidence that says the person
Make it move.
responsible
Stand by
will
one.
not be in custody.
And one's
Good
up.
morning, Southwest Florida. I'm James.
Stand by open,
And
stand by
Chris Shaw,
Danny.
Fox 4 Morning News at 6 starts right now.
Take open. Mike, Danny,
It's a
and
quiet start to
Cure.
Tuesday morning. I'm Danny Beckstrom at the Check It Out.
We'll see
Sports
F dot
Show
next. We'll
forecast.
see
Sun's
F dot
right now,
next.
Mostly clear. We're watching a couple spotty showers out there in the Gulf, but for the most part, the only area we're actually seeing rain is right over the southern portion of Pine Island near St. James City. Little rain on Captiva as well. Seems to be staying stationary. Don't expect major rain impacts as you head out the door. Start
Wrap.
Tuesday. Heating up from here. Highs are going to climb.
Stand by F
into
dot,
the
stand by
90s,
Jane
a
with
mix of sun and clouds to
traffic.
start. 30% storm chance working at around noon, closer to the coastline, pushing inland to this afternoon.
Mike,
Jane?
James,
Danny,
wiping
starting
F
to
dot
look
up,
at
stand by
75
traffic.
here, Alico Road, heading both directions. Definitely the volume's picking up. We can see a little bit of more
Live out.
congestion building, but so far, for the most part,
Hey,
they
traffic's
are
up.
checking an accident free.
We'll see Chris on one. We'll see Chris on one. Let's get Jane in the weather wall.
Also running at full
Soon as he
speed
can.
and no problems for 75 up through
We'll see Chris on one.
Charlotte County for your ride
A9
up
is
through Punta
next.
Gorda and Port Charlotte. The rest of Lee County looks pretty decent. Might be loading up a little bit out of Cape Coral on that Veterans Memorial Parkway midpoint
by Chris.
out to
Mike, Chris.
Colonial Boulevard.
Wiping
At
one's
6:02
up,
this
some of
new
this
this
three.
morning,
Let's get
county
Jane at the weather
deputies
wall.
are searching for 3 different people who have gone missing. They say
three's
29-year-old Mike Sears was last seen
We'll wipe
last
to a
Sunday
Vis 2
night.
graphic
His
with-
family tells detectives he made statements saying he may
With
harm
Jane,
himself.
we'll go to a
Deputies
Vis
say
2.
he's
During that moment, we'll
5'9",
get Chris to the
brown
weather
hair
wall.
and
So if
brown
we can
eyes.
get
He may be driving
Jane
a black Kia
over.
Optima,
Mike, Jane.
4-door with license plate
Some of it's two.
EJDF05.
And
Well,
wiping
your
Vis
deputies
2's
are
up.
also searching
Vis
for
3
two
is
missing
clear.
teenagers. They say 16-year-old
Let's get Chris over to the
Lino
weather wall.
Pena
Chris to the weather
was
wall.
last seen at his home in Golden Gates Estates yesterday morning, and 15-year-old Cameron Munoz
Stand by
was
open,
last
stand by
seen
2
at
shot
their
on
home in
2. Stand by
Immokalee
open, stand by 2
yesterday
shot
morning.
on 2.
Deputies say Pena is 5'8"
Chris,
with
where are
black
you?
hair and
There
brown
you go.
eyes.
Thank you.
Munoz is about
Stand by
5'3"
open.
with long black hair and brown eyes. Anyone who knows where they
Mike
are,
and
or
both.
where Mike Cyrus is, call the department at
That sounds wrong.
239-252-9300.
Take open.
Okay, here's something to look out
And
for today.
2 shots
Following
up.
the violent aftermath of this weekend's protest in Charlottesville, Virginia,
Sound
Southwest
boxes.
Floridians will continue to gather
Boxes.
for rallies promoting peace.
And wiping boxes are up.
Joins us from downtown
Sound
Fort
Malcolm.
Myers with what
Kill
the
'em.
community will do today. Good morning, Mal.
And
Chris and
Malcolm's
Jay,
up.
things are relatively quiet here right now.
All right,
in
let's get
Centennial
both anchors
Park,
back to
but
the
later on
desk.
today,
Both
that will
anchors
not
back
be
to the
case,
desk.
as this is
Now
going
view
to
and
be
B,
the
stand by
meeting
view
ground
and
for a
B.
peace rally, as you all mentioned, come 5 o'clock tonight. We know that
Live
the
out.
rally is being held
And
following
B's
the
up.
death of Heather Heyer.
Now
Heather
view and
died
X.
over the weekend
Hey,
after being run over
that
when
script
riots
on
broke
that
out between
last
counter
missing one had,
protesters and white supremacists
I think the
in
wrong
Charlottesville, Virginia.
information
Organizers
threw
also
off
held a
by
peace
Jane.
rally in Naples last
you
night.
hadn't read it before.
Demonstrators
Okay.
joined
All right, but
together
it was
in the
good?
fight for
All right.
racial
Now view
justice.
next. And next is up. Check Y. And Y's up.
Amongst people who do anti-racism work, this was not as shocking
Kill.
or unexpected.
We're
I
not going
select
nowhere.
one.
We're still here.
Bringing it back now here to Centennial Park, just another reminder
And
for those
eyes up.
watching. We know that tonight's
We'll
peace
wipe to
rally
view and A. We'll
will
wipe to
begin
view and A
at
next.
5 o'clock. Coming up in about 30 minutes, I'll give you an updated plan
Stand by
as to
Jane.
what the Lee County
A19 is next.
NAACP
A19
is
is
looking
next.
to do when it comes to removing signs
Give
of
me weather, the weather wall.
Confederacy throughout Fort Myers. We're live this morning, reporting in
Live
downtown
out.
Fort Myers. I'm Malcolm
Mike,
Johnson.
Jane,
Fox
stand by view and
4 in your corner.
Wiping
Thank you,
A's
Malcolm.
up
And
here.
groups across the country are
We'll
also
see Jane on 3 next.
canceling
We'll see
events
Jane on
after
3.
the deadly Charlottesville protests. It's because some worry more violence lies ahead. White nationalist groups were planning what they call a White Lives Matter protest at Texas A&M on September 11th, but the university just canceled
Stand by
the
Jane
event
on
because of
3.
safety concerns.
A20's
The
next.
group
Stand
has
by
not
3.
said if they'll hold the rally somewhere else.
Wiping 3's
Also
up.
this
Stand by
morning,
view
the
and
driver
A.
accused
Stand by
of
view and
running down a
A.
crowd of counter-protesters, killing a young woman and hurting 19 others, is in jail with no chance of getting out. A judge
B's up.
denied James Fields bail
Track Savo in
yesterday
A. Track
court,
Savo in
moments after
A.
prosecutors charged him with murdering Heather Heyer. Listen to what her
Track
father
A.
said that surprised a lot of people.
And A's
I
out.
don't hold any ill will.
6
toward
seconds on
young
this. 6
fella that
seconds on
did
this.
He's stupid. Okay? He's only 20 years old. He don't have sense enough to make a lifelong decision about nothing. You know, I forgive him. Flat out. Just, I forgive him.
5 seconds.
The thing is, he's going to have to live with the consequences.
Mike Jane.
And he's going to have to live knowing that he took somebody's life
Here.
for the rest of his life.
Chris is Mike.
Two Virginia
There's
state
still over 2
troopers
seconds.
also died when their
Mike
helicopter
Chris,
crashed
number
while
122.
responding to the violence.
Wiping.
And new this morning, we're going to get you some reaction to a protest
B.
in North Carolina
Track B.
where activists ended up toppling a Confederate statue.
And B's up. 6 seconds on this. Mike Chris. Kill.
An alarming sight there. The
Wipe to view an X
protesters
next.
chanted
Wipe to
no
view an X.
KKK, no fascist USA as they threw a rope around the statue's neck and pulled. Their rally was in response to the deadly right nationalist rally in Charlottesville. The state's governor says he thinks there are better ways to remove Confederate monuments and called the violence in Charlottesville
Mike Jane.
unacceptable.
Wiping. X is out.
And this morning, a controversial Confederate
We'll have
statue
an open.
in
We'll
Gainesville
see Chris
is no
on
longer
1. We'll have an
standing.
open. We'll see Chris
Yesterday,
on 1.
construction workers took down the statue nicknamed Old Joe. The Daughters of the Confederacy placed the statue in front of the Alachua County Administration Building 113 years
Chris
ago.
on 1.
They debated removing it for
825
more
is
than a
next.
year. The
Mike
statue
Chris.
now stands in Oak Ridge Cemetery, southeast of Gainesville.
Take open. And
We're
one's up.
tracking crime for you this morning at
7-2.
6:06 and new this morning. A Fort Myers woman is in jail charged with attacking another woman with her car. 18-year-old
This
Hannah
was up.
Wheeler is charged with aggravated battery and
We'll see
obstructing
Chris on 1
charges
again. We'll see Chris
and is
on
in
1
jail
again.
on $15,000 bond. Deputies say Sunday she hit a woman with her car on Sanibel Boulevard, then sped off. In a report, deputies write the victim's mom had previously
Chris on
attacked
1.
Wheeler. Deputies say the victim is out of the hospital.
Why being killed?
This morning, investigators say they
Why?
have new information and are reopening the case of a deadly crash in Port Charlotte.
And
Wesley
why is
Cherry
up?
and Brittany Bennett
Track
died in a
salvo in
crash
A.
back in
Track
December.
salvo in
Florida
A.
Highway Patrol said at the time Wesley was behind the wheel.
A33 is dead.
However,
A33 is
investigators
dead.
now say new information shows
Track
there was
A.
actually a third person in the car who was driving and left the scene. They say this 911 call is evidence the driver took off.
And A's up. 9 seconds on this. Somebody Chris's mic, but then we'll see Jane on 3.
The car is totally smashed.
Mike Chris.
Gonna end up getting away with it.
Yo.
Really a horrific crash. That
Somebody
was.
Jane
If you
on
know
3,
who that
somebody
third
Jane
person
on 3.
is, you are urged to call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-780-TIPS. Of course,
Mike
you don't
Jane,
have to
somebody
give your
3.
name, and you could earn a cash reward of up to $1,000.
Why being
And
cured?
this morning, Foreign
Some of it's
reporters
3,
working
some
to
of it's
find more
3.
information about a death investigation in Port Charlotte.
And
It
maps
happened
up.
yesterday at a vacant
Some
lot
of you
near
in B.
Kenilworth and Boulevard and Porter Street.
And B's
Investigators
up.
say a family
We'll wipe
found
to
the
view an
body
X. We'll
and
wipe
that
to
it
view
may
an
have
X
been
for
there for more than a
8:30.
week.
8:30 is
But
next with
investigators haven't
Chris.
said if they considered this
Again,
case
8:33 is
suspicious.
dead.
They do say the
8:33 is
community
dead.
is not in any danger.
Mike Chris, I'm
Stick
gonna do
with
next.
us for any updates.
Why
I
being
want to get
killed?
you an update on this story. We now know new details about an armed robbery in the
We'll wipe
Pine
to a
Manor
Vis 2
community
graphic.
in
We'll wipe
Fort
to a
Myers.
Vis 2
This happened
graphic
Sunday
next.
at a house on 7th Avenue. That's right off Oak
Alpha
Drive.
37
Neighbors say
is
a
dead.
man barged into the place
837
and
is also
cash,
dead,
but
so
when the
833
homeowner
and
threatened him with a
837 have
BB
been
gun,
killed.
the robber took off.
Again,
However,
833 and
investigators say he then
837 are
returned
dead.
and shot the
831
homeowner.
is next with
Deputies say
Jane.
the victim was rushed to the hospital,
Semi
but his
Vis 2.
condition is unknown at
Mike
this
Jane.
time. That robber is still on the run.
Wiping
Foley County
Vis 2
man
up.
named in an Amber Alert for Diana
Xavier
Alvarez
Y,
will spend the
Xavier
next
Y.
40 years in federal prison. Yesterday, Jorge Guerrero was found guilty of producing child pornography of Alvarez. She's been missing
Xavier Y.
now for more than a year.
And
She
Y is
disappeared
up.
from her San Carlos
Next
home
we'll go
back
to
in
835. We'll have it
2016.
open. We'll
Now
see Chris
Guerrero
on
was only
1.
facing child porn charges because
835
lewd
is
images
next.
of
Semi
Diana
open.
were
Semi
found
Chris
on
on
his
1.
phone. Guerrero has not
Mike
been
Chris.
charged in the girl's
Take
disappearance.
open. And one's up.
6:09,
Yo,
a sad
Xavier
update
A.
here. The Pentagon is releasing the names of 2 paratroopers who were killed in Iraq over the weekend.
A's
The
up.
Pentagon says 22-year-old
We'll see
Sergeant
Jane on 3
Alan
for
L.
836 and then
Stigler Jr.
837
and
is
30-year-old
dead.
Sergeant Roshane Brooks
Give me a
were
2-shot on
killed.
1 now.
They were not killed by enemy fire, but by an
Somebody Jane on
accident that
3,
occurred
836
as
is
their
next.
unit attacked
836 is
ISIS.
next.
The accident wounded 5 other soldiers as well.
Mike
The
Jane,
US
somebody
Army
3.
is currently investigating.
Wiping. 3
And we
is
are
up
getting
here.
new details this
Xavier
morning on a
B.
man's foiled plot to blow up a bank in Oklahoma City with a van.
And B's
This is
up.
the man who FBI arrested
We'll
for
have a
the
2-shot
attempted
on
attack,
1. We'll have a
Jerry
2-shot on 1. Go ahead
Varnell.
and turn him to
Investigators say
camera
he got
1.
as far as parking that van outside the bank and trying
There
to
you go.
detonate it.
We'll have an
but an
open next, and
undercover
we'll see a
FBI
2-shot
was
on
in on
1.
it and sold him a fake bomb. Federal complaint
Stand by
says
open,
the
stand by
FBI
two,
knew
stand by
Varnell
one.
hated the government. If he is
Michael
convicted,
Fingers,
he
stand
could
by
spend
open.
up to 20 years in prison.
Take open. And two
Something
shots up.
awesome for you at 6'10". You
It's not
probably
really
know
wise,
Boy
it's not
Scouts
really
have their
wise.
soapbox derby. Well, one Chicago group has the Icebox Derby.
Yeah, I love this. Over the weekend,
wise
young
up.
girls in Chicago gathered to raise
We'll have
funds
boxes
to
next.
stem
We'll have
cut in the
boxes
annual
with
Icebox
Danny
Derby
and the
competition.
Anchors.
Well, groups work together to transform old
8:40
refrigerators
is next.
into solar-powered race cars. 6 teams of girls worked in teams with mentors to put together the race cars and decorate them. Groups also competed for scholarships.
Mike, everyone stand by boxes.
For the winner. It turned out great.
Yeah, how great is that? Such a cool idea.
Hey, wiping boxes are up.
Young scientists.
Stand by Danny.
right there.
Stand by Danny.
Our future.
Yeah,
Cool.
and Danny,
And
we
those
could use some
ice
ice boxes
boxes.
down here, right? Let's
Yes,
bring
we
one
could.
down.
Yes, we could. Absolutely.
And Danny's
Especially
up.
when our feels like temperatures are back 100 to 105 degrees
Yeah.
this afternoon.
We'll have an
Really heating up
open,
here.
we'll
In
go
fact,
to
you
the
already
teas.
feel the
Teas will be
mugginess
next.
we
We'll have
have
an
this
open
morning.
music
Right now, the dew
with
point
both
is
anchors
4,
reading over
it's
VUNA and
81.
review and B.
A
Then
muggy
we'll go to
start to
break.
today, hot and humid as we head into this afternoon. Certainly weather that we need to plan for. I'll let you know what else we're
Michael
looking
Fingers.
for, and as far as rain chances go, coming up in just a few minutes.
Take open, music
Thank you.
in, and A's
If you
up.
want to know any more about
Stop you
Tyler's
and
recent
B.
DUI
Stop you
arrest
and
in
B.
Jupiter, the powerful prescriptions he had in his system as he tried to drive his car.
Stop you and B, and
Another
B's up.
panther has been found dead in
Stand by to
Southwest
take
Florida.
control. Stand by to take
Wildlife
control.
officials say humans are not to blame. 6:11 is your time.
Stand by to take control. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Take control. We are clear. We are on break. 3 minutes in a break. 3 minutes in a break.